Alrighty, test 1, 2, 3. I'm using my Boo Snowball right now because I misplaced a cable for my Boo Yeti, so sorry if the mic quality isn't great. Basically, this is Pixel's first ever Pump It Up chart, and I just wanted to kind of talk over it. It was actually better than I expected. Some things that I would say for metadata just right off the bat, not even chart, is just because you have hiragana and kanji symbols or foreign symbols, I would just always just simplify it and just call it audio. Because you're playing on a Pump It Up simulator, make sure these are the same. I know a lot of like other packs that technically do the same. I would personally just I mean, in my opinion, I would just get rid of the .sm and just keep the .ssc. But I know this is for like 5.2 Step Mania, and like if you want it like technically, I don't know, it's technically more compatible for .sm, but it's just like in my opinion, it's like I'd rather not get the simulator confused, and personally, I'd rather just call this BG. But that's just, you know, it's just so it's universal. So I just do everything like this. Anyways, we're gonna be opening the SSC. We're gonna be just changing this for the sake of it. So as you can see, there's already a preview point for 12 seconds. Roughly 12 seconds, which is universal / good. It has the BPM and everything. It's good. This is a little bit different from my usual charting analysis videos because I'm kind of going over some of like the first things as like a first charter should do. This chart does not have any gimmicks, but it does have the universal. I think this is, since this chart was made in SM Edit, it already has these things, which is the BPM. This is the speed ratio for gimmicks, and this is the time signature and scroll. These two are the main things, as well as the syncing of the BPM. But yeah, honestly, I'm actually really bad at making hard charts, but this chart actually does a pretty good you know, idea of having a high BPM ITG styled stamina chart. So without further ado, alright, the first verse, I don't really have too much to say. I mean, you just have like a simple like quarter notes here. Nothing like technically follows like the vocal line. It's just like, you know, just notes to the thing, with emphasis is on the yellow notes. This is where you introduce some of the rhythm. Wait, is this even on sync? What the wait, what is that? Is that a 12th note? Oh, it's 8th note. That's I don't think that's. I guess it's on the bass. Okay, it's fine. These patterns are alright. Like, I'm talking about this in like context of like a first person making their own charts. This is like actually not bad. Yeah, these are, it's like I don't know how to really describe it, but you can like almost like use your eyes to kind of see like if patterns feel uncomfortable. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm very bad at making stream style. You either have up drills, anchors, or straightforward stream. Anchor. First, nitpick / I'm actually working on a video about talking about common charter mistakes, but this is very dated. This type of pattern is stuff you'd see if we consider like charting of like pre-modern / older. This is like stuff you'd see in like NX / Fiesta series. Just don't have these extended, in my opinion. Just do it like this. It's more of a visual thing, as well as if you do want to extend slider ends or ticks, it should be with a reason or for emphasis. But I think in this case, it's just for lack of experience. So I would just shorten these things. So this part here is another thing. It's like understanding where obviously on hand pump this would be fine, feel a little awkward, but if you're playing this on an actual pad with the dancing bot, your entire body mass is going from left to right, and then you're suddenly then shifting your mass again from right to the top left, and then back to the right quadrant to hit this note. So that's like a few, like a little, you know, just a critique. I think also, if this is focused on vocal, you're gonna, it's like da 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 da. This is better in my opinion. This technically is a little too early, I think. Actually, no. Also, I'm really bad at making ITG style charts, so. Da, 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 da. So now all of your mass is from. It's much more like the pattern previously was a lot more awkward for your mass to just suddenly jump. Like, it's kind of jarring versus this. Oh, frick, I messed it up, but you get my point. So that was one. Because this is also ITG style charting, I do not recommend doing something like this. Jay was critiquing my charts because this is something I actually like to do too. For my lower level charts, I like to have like these slider hold jack emphasis, but for sight read, especially on this type of chart where you're playing on S22 and you have high AB, this type of pattern is a little jarring / easy to fumble on, so I would recommend changing this. Or you can have a. Actually, honestly, I actually have another issue for this for myself. Actually having straightforward patterns is probably better. You don't have to add twists, but the overarching idea was this is a little questionable. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just a little questionable. I also have that problem, I do that, but it's more for lower levels, which is a little bit more forgiving, but still, it's I think it's something that I will probably change in the future, but it's still a habit I personally like to do. And then it does the same thing, straightforward. This is like a triple jack here. I kind of understand why I did it. And I mean, considering that you built it off here, it's not bad, but you just got out of the chorus, so I think having this here is kind of questionable. This is actually technically more acceptable in my eyes compared to the first part, because you just got out of the chorus, so the player needs a break. Kind of building up to the second chorus, this is why you have twists. I think that's actually good progression / build up. As well as because these are eighth notes, the player is incentivized to basically cheat them, like ITG style. And then you're building up back to the next. This feels very ITG style. Like, I don't know how to really describe it. It's not really in a chorus. It's just you just start beginning stream. Perfectly fine. Okay, this is obviously if you have your right, left, left, left. Or if you're supposed to twist this, you're just gonna end like a cranky zone S20 type pattern. So my advice here is a lot of charters like, oh, you know, I messed this up, how am I gonna fix this, right? Well, it's pretty simple. You just boom. There we go. Or you can just do a certain amount, because sometimes the mirroring could mess things up. You got the 10-10-min S7 patterns. I actually like the up trills here. Another thing with charting, like runs, that I try doing is matching the flow of the song, or like the harmony / pitch. I can't really describe it. This actually works pretty well. It's a long ass trill. it's fine, I think. Yeah, that's actually fine, actually. This is a little questionable to me. It seems a little out of place. I think you're better off having this in the second chorus afterwards. It just seems like maybe it was made for lack of ideas. Again, what I said with the jack, this type of thing is probably not the best. I mean, with pump, you can just hit this, and then you can just hold this, but the flow is a little bit rough patterning, I guess. Yeah, a little bit. But it actually works with pump's window. It's not like DDR where you have to like hit this twice, you can just hold it. So you have like the build up again to the next part. I would have less going on here. I think another thing that first charters have a problem doing is like, well, it's a hard chart, but even hard charts have breaks too. So even though it's like a S22, you don't have to have the intensity here all the time, in my opinion. I guess it works. These are just like critiques / my own personal comments. Heavy bass kick here. I think this could be emphasized more. And then you can just get rid of that and then like put it on the other side. Kind of like I would personally make it more I also, another thing, I'll talk about this later, but if you want to make your life easier in the future, when you do the syncing... Wait, what? This was never synced? I didn't know that. But anyways, I would always, you can always change the beat of where it starts. I was always make sure it's on the exact thing. This is now correct. I'm not sure if this will mess up the rest of the chart though. I think it will be okay. Usually it moves the things around, but not like gimmicks, but your chart didn't have gimmicks, so we don't have to worry about that. But then again, this is very different because this is ITG style is very flow style. This doesn't technically match song. It's just more like beats to a song versus something that you're focusing more on this thing. I mean, I don't think there's necessarily a wrong style, but yeah, this is just some personal thoughts. Let's talk about symmetry. Charting symmetry is another concept that's very, I think it shows more structure / overall quality of your chart. You have right hold, left notes here. Left hold, right notes here. Same idea. Right, left, right to left patterns, and then you did it again here, which again, it's not really, it's not very clean. So we're gonna mirror this, and now the symmetry is balanced. Right to left to right to left. You're balancing in the distribution of notes. It's actually really good. This chart has a lot of I guess like more like beginner charter mistakes that I kind of see. It's not like some of them are, it's very nitpicky, but these are like kind of good habits to have in mind to overall increase the quality of your charting. Another thing, let's make the most. I would have extended the sequence here. It's kind of just, it's like a dead horse. I don't know how to describe it. Love the night like we're gonna die young. I think I would have extended it to really emphasize the, I guess like the vocal intensity. I don't know how to describe it. It's just something that happens with more right charting, right? But again, could be ITG style, Could be just stuff that I'm not too familiar with. This was like benchmark good Dreamcatcher S20 practice, like for like bracket alternating. I actually did the same with one of my charts too. And for a break sequence for bracket tech, I think is pretty chill / good. Just keep in mind if you do bracket tech, you did these red brackets will always be more comfortable. If you do like more blue ones, they're probably more uncomfortable. So just a side comment. Front, side. I would have put this on the side. I remember this part, the transition is a little jarring. I would do like, let's make the most of the night. Like, I would do like this. I'm gonna mirror this now. It starts here, so I would have probably continued the sequence going from left to right, and then like right, and then like more like forward stream. It's just like the do. That's where you can emphasize anchors, stuff like that. But again, these patterns are pretty good. Yeah, like the anchors are already here. And then I think they kind of extend for too long, so then you can just switch it up. So again, it's ITG style, but then you can like more like do like refinements, I guess, like that. And this could be possibly mirrored or flipped, you know, stuff like that. It's run style though. I don't think there's really a wrong way of doing it. Okay, these patterns might have got fucked up because of the mirroring. So that's why sometimes you gotta be careful. Oh wait, these were staircases originally. Yeah. No, these were like, they were like this. But anyways, oh, ignore that. I remember the staircases feeling kind of awkward back then, like when you were playing. Or I guess I felt like it, but now it makes sense. The stairs were originally on the do-do-doos. This is like a personal stylistic choice. Anyways. This is like where personal, like, how you want to chart is like very different. This is, both this and this is like, how do I describe it? It's like, to get to one destination to another is like, this gets you both the same idea. It's like, what do you want to emphasize / do with your chart? But anyways. This chart also probably looks way different now because I mirrored everything. This continues from here, song structure wise. You have like a mini Ian break. I don't know why I said Ian break. That is not what an Ian break is. You have a little break and then a kind of run that is in chorus. I really suck at making run patterns like this though. Because I overthink all my patterns. Well, something like this you're supposed to not. You have a little break here. If you want to know what percentage of speeds I do, I always do like 70 or 80 or 60. It really depends on the harmony of the song. 70 usually works really well though. I'm pretty sure back then this was just like a long throw. The most. I think instead of having the like the right or like left-handed like bursts or triplets, I think it's like, all right, this is signaling the player that we're separating these patterns from the more burst-like patterns. We're gonna make it a sequence where you're building into a stream because you have a pattern that goes from like left to right, right to left, and then it's like, okay, now you're telling the player like we're gonna. This mashup is so fucking good, by the way. This is a really good song. It's not a mashup. It's like a drum and bass remix. Stream. I wouldn't. This trill emphasis is too early, in my opinion. The drums. I think this part could have been trill. You know what I'm saying? This is good at this trill here. One. It's like an extended vocal. Good. Good emphasis. Yeah, he had these are stairs, but they got mirrored. It's just supposed to be like this originally from his chart. Which again, I don't know if it's necessary. But I do like that obviously it extends that theme, that it's like you had it before, so it's good that they didn't just suddenly just forget about them. I think the stair patterns could be emphasized here. Most of the night, like we're gonna die young. So because that's like the climax of the double chorus, but then it loops again. What am I talking about? This is a double chorus for a song is basically the chorus, but it's like the final chorus, right? So a double chorus. And if you count the measures, die like we're gonna die young, and it repeats again. Pro tip for charters for starting out: markers are definitely a great way to break down the song or just like understand like where you're at the song, so you don't like run out of ideas / structuring. So I think having the climax of having the staircase, the staircase is like originally here. Again, these patterns, in my opinion, are okay. Yeah. Or you can do it like this. This is either forces player to play more legit, or forces them to like do like a harder manip style. It really depends on what you want. Since you're focusing on INTG style, probably this actually makes more sense that you originally had. I think that this is where having the staircase placements rather than more questionable, not even questionable, just like a more emphasized / purposeful locations could definitely make it more organized. I could be completely wrong about this. I would just honestly just cut it here, add like a nice hold, and then like, you know, extend these full vocal line as like your reward for the player. It's like, oh, I'm free. I don't know if there's like a bracket here or something like that. This is actually terrible. Wait. This mirroring also made like the organization of it kind of. Yeah. This shows more organization because you had brackets earlier, so I'm just trying to like match that. Although the stream style is perfectly fine too. Again, how you want to make your chart is up to you. It's just, I think that just comes some of it comes to organizations or experience, while some of it can be personal preference. Anyways, that is it. It's already 25 minutes. I yapped enough, but I think this could possibly be good insight. Also, it's just like more fun to talk about more beginner type charting mistakes that or refinements that people can make. But let me know what you guys think.